Hi, Javier. Welcome to New York. Just curious overall, when you heard the news, what was your reaction about getting traded here?
It's just a lot of emotions, because just the way Risa went out and the way that at least I grew up in the organization, it was a really big thing for me and our family. And at the same time we obviously understand the business sides and we had a really good conversation and good communication with the front office and it was a surprise thing for my family and for me, but at the same time, we obviously ready to move on and obviously really excited to be here right now.
I know you had said, just days earlier that the only person you consider playing, moving away from shortstop for and playing second base is Francisco Lindor. What is that relationship like, and why do you want to play alongside of him as badly as you apparently do?
It was just the way that I was, obviously trying to be in Chicago and trying to get that extension. Trying seeing that I was getting closer to the free agency. I had a really good communication and friendship with Lindor and his family. They really asked me. I kind of didn't want to answer that question till free agent, but it is what it is, and something, things happen for a reason, and I can't wait for him to come back and be at the middle with him.
Thanks.
Next is Tony DeComo from MLB.com.
Hey, Javi, just to follow up on that, what is maybe your interest level? And I know you just got here, but of being here potentially for more than 2 months, of being here longer term?
We'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see how everything goes. I'm obviously trying to get to know the guys and trying to be, as close as I can and learn from the guy and see what happens. See what happens these 2 months. Hopefully, I know we're in first place and hopefully we go deep in the playoff and see what happens next year.
And also, I know obviously in Chicago, you've been playing mostly shortstop in recent years. What's your comfort level still at second and even third base, left field, places you've played in the past?
Yeah, for sure. Obviously, I like to play around the infield and I've been sitting too short this couple past years. I just think about that combination of the middle and it just priceless, and like I said, I can't wait to for him to come back and be at the middle with him.
Thank you.
Natalie?
Hola Javier, bienvenidos. Mencionaste lo emocionado que estabas de jugar con Francisco. Ustedes jugaron juntos en la selección de Puerto Rico, jugaron en contra en la Serie Mundial 2016. ¿Me puedes hablar un poquito de lo que es esa relación y qué significa para ti ahora poder estar en el mismo equipo con él?
Sí, en realidad, como les dije, tenemos una relación de amistad súper cercana. Su familia y la mía se conocen. Como tú mencionaste, lo jugamos juntos y habíamos jugado en contra y en realidad que la química y la diversión que llevamos allá afuera en el terreno es increíble de ambas partes, de su lado y del lado contrario. Como ustedes saben lo que pasó en la World Series, que fue muy divertida jugar contra él y todo el mundo sabe que nos divertimos mucho jugándola.
Gracias.
Next up is Greg Joyce from the New York Post.
Hey, Javier, how soon after the trade went down, or even before the trade, had you been in contact with Francisco, and what were those conversations like yesterday when you found out?
I always been in contact with him, to be honest. As soon as it was official, he called me and we talked. He was really excited. I talked to other couple guys here and they were mentioning that Lindor was really excited and obviously I was really excited too and I'm here. I'm ready to see him and see what happens.
And he said yesterday he feels like that you're ready to kind of embrace the spotlight, put on a show. I know you're in a big stage in Chicago, but how much do you feel like the new city, New York, do you feel like you kind of embrace that spotlight?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I know, New York got great fans. You know, I've been seeing it from the other side. Hopefully, they really excited to have me because you know, I'm really excited to help the team and bring my energy here.
Thanks.
Next up is Disha Thosar from the New York Daily News.
Hey, Javier, just to follow up on that, why do you think you're able to embrace the spotlight as well as you do?
It's just the way that I play. You know, I'm the same way. I play the same way, and I'm the same guy every day. You know, I'm trying to bring that energy to the team, to the clubhouse. Out there, I think that there's just not much to say. I'm just gonna be me and go out there and compete and play hard.
And then how difficult do you think it will be to sort of adjust to the shifting sequences and getting used to your infield defense as a whole?
I don't think it will be that different, you know. There's different system, but I already got to the coaches and you know we've been talking already. We walk out there and talk about their positioning. So I should be good and we'll see what happens during the game and we're gonna stay in contact.
Thanks.
Next up is Ferdinand Rivera.
Saludos, Javi, desde Puerto Rico. Bienvenido a Nueva York. Para ti, ¿verdad? ¿Cuál será la expectativa de esta temporada, de lo que resta con Nueva York y tu unión ahora con Lindor? ¿Cómo lo ves?
Pues en realidad yo solamente quiero ayudar al equipo primero que nada y quiero terminar fuerte y saludable, que es lo más importante en mí ahora mismo, que ¿sabe? Tengo varias lesiones en mi cuerpo. No me gusta estar, no, o sea, no me gusta estar fuera del line-up ni fuera del terreno, so no me molesta jugar un poco o sea, con un poco de molestia y súper emocionado, de verdad, súper emocionado por estar aquí, por estar con Lindor y obviamente con muchos otros peloteros que son buenísimos y siempre me gustó jugar con ellos.
Vestirás el número 23, ¿qué significado tiene ese número para ti?
En realidad fue uno de los números que usé cuando niño. Lo tengo desde que jugaba 5 y 6 con mis hermanos y mi hermano también siempre lo usaban. So, es muy especial para mí, para mi familia y en realidad también lo tengo en mi tatuaje. Uno de mis tatuajes también los tengo el 23, so es muy especial para mí.
Por último, un mensaje para Puerto Rico.
Saludos, mi gente. Sé que hay muchos puertorriqueños aquí. Espero dar lo mejor de mí y que les guste cuando salga al terreno y espero, obviamente, que les guste estar con Lindor allá afuera.
Rich?
Hey, welcome to New York. The excitement level we know with you playing next to Lindor, but what's the excitement level that you have with possibly joining an infield on the corners that has Pete Alonso at first and Jeff McNeil at third? That's a pretty good quartet of infielders.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, like I say, I seen them playing and having fun from the other side. You know, I'm trying to get to know them a little bit more, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna be fun. I just want to start with JD and hit and show how much power he has, and it's pretty incredible. So see what happens when I go out there.
Thank you.
Next up is Raul Ramos.
Saludos, Javi. Raúl de Con las Bases Llenas. Hace unos días hablaste en el programa de Molusco sobre el deseo de jugar segunda base con Lindor. ¿Te sorprendió cómo se dio este cambio y cuál fue tu primera impresión cuando te enteraste que ibas para los Mets?
Mira, pues en realidad fue un poco sorprendente porque obviamente no contaba con irme de Chicago, pero a la misma vez siempre tuvimos muy buena comunicación con la oficina del equipo y siempre nos mantenieron al tanto del porciento que teníamos de cambiarnos. Y pues realmente todo lo que nos mencionaron se dio, o sea, se dio por el plan que ellos tenían y por la organización por el plan que tienen sobre la organización para el año que viene y para el futuro. Algo que se entiende y súper emocionado también, además por venir a jugar con Lindor.
¿Te sorprendió que Chicago desbaratara el equipo?
Yo pienso que están haciendo algo muy inteligente en dejándonos ir tratar de ayudar a otro equipo y después irle a la agencia libre y ver qué pasa con nosotros. Pero creo que tienen un buen plan.
Next up is Mike Fitzpatrick.
Hey, Javier, welcome to New York. Just a couple quick things. Just how tough was it the last few days and really few weeks, I guess, in Chicago with the Cubs? That core group of guys that accomplished so much there, you and Anthony Rizzo and Chris Bryant. When it started to become clear that was going to get broken up and that was sort of coming to the end, just how tough was that to go through and to sort of accept the last few days? And then what's the excitement level jumping from a team that was, struggling and in the second division and moving into first place and at the snap of a finger, really?
Yeah, I think that the toughest one, it was the first one. It was Tony. I think Tony's done, so much for the team and for for the fans and for the city, other life that he saved and other process that he had to do. When he left, I think it was the toughest one and I let all my emotions out with him, so it didn't really get to me when I got traded, but it was definitely a tough one and obviously at the same time I was ready to move on and think about my family and take care of my family.
First game with a new team, what was the feeling like when that ball goes out for you there in the sixth?
Really excited, man. Really excited to see the fans cheer my name. That's the biggest thing that motivated me, to be out there that I play for the fans and the love for the fans it means so much for me and the love that they showed me tonight it was really special.
What was kind of the best? I mean, they were giving you ovations all night. It seemed like every time you came up. What was kind of the best part of the experience for you?
Just cheering my name. I'm kind of used to it, but at the same time, it makes me nervous. So I try to control the game and slow the game down.
Thank you.
Greg?
Obviously, this is a pretty good one, a pretty memorable debut for you, the way it ended.
Yeah, for sure. We've been playing these guys a lot, and it's always fun to compete against them. They know how to pitch to me, and they really they got me a lot in the past because they were in our division. But at the same time, I go out there and compete. It's always 50-50 to see who's going to win at the moment, and that's what I went to go out there and finally hit a homer.
Disha?
Hey, Javi, you seem pretty focused when you were rounding the bases and when you hugged Francisco in the dugout, you kind of seemed to relax. Just were you kind of taking that moment in when you after your home run?
Yeah, before that I was kind of nervous and just trying too much, and I wasn't being me at the moment, and it kind of took a minute. The last at bat I was focused again, and he got me at the end, but I was just focused and happy that I hit the homer.
What did Francisco tell you after that moment?
He was really excited. He was just being him, saying we're gonna come back, pumping the guys up, and we actually did. So he's a big thing for us, and having him motivate the team.
Thanks.
Roger?
Javi, it's a special night that you have your first game with the Mets. You get the home run and the curtain call, but is it more complete because you guys came back to win? I mean, would it have been as special if you guys hadn't?
I'm sorry, what was that?
If all of the special things that happened today, the home run, the fans chanting your name, you coming out of the dugout, I mean, is it made more special by the fact that you guys came back to win? Would it not have been as special if you guys had lost the game?
Oh yeah, for sure. It was gonna be special for me. Either way, we come here to compete. We understand that we won't win every game, but we will give everything we have at the moment and go out there and compete. After the game, we human beings and we want to be ourselves. So like I said, I'm gonna go out there and compete and let everything out. And hopefully we get the win.
Thank you.
Next up is Peter.
Javi, what'd you think of the job that Diaz did there in the top of the 10th to get out of that first and third with nobody out?
Well, at the beginning, Sugar was kind of, not all over the place, but he wasn't controlling his fastball. And once he got on top of it, he had control of it. And like I said, he's been in this situation with man on third with no outs, and he get out of it, and that's just the experience that he has and he's been through that keeps learning.
Back to you, Tony.
I meant to ask you this before the game, Javi, but what is the significance of number 23 for you?
23. Oh yeah. I just my whole family played baseball and I was one of the youngest ones. So I saw my brothers and all my cousins wear it, and it was kind of part of my family. I even got it on my tattoos. So it's just really special for my family. 23 and 10 are the two numbers that I was wearing as a kid, and they were both retired in Chicago. So I couldn't get it. I'm just really happy that I got 23.